One of my favourite items to review is a set of speakers because it just means I get to sit back, relax and listen to some music. So when Edifier got in touch and asked if I'd like to check out their new S2000 MKIIIs, I said absolutely, send them over. So they did, and they arrived in this huge box. You get a little remote, it's an IR remote, we'll come back to that later. You also get a range of connecting cables, so you can connect this via wire or via Bluetooth, and they even include batteries, which is thoughtful. You also get the quick start manual, although there's not really much to setting these up, and then you get the main speakers themselves. And I think they look really nice. I love the dark wood finish. If you're not a fan of the grills on the front, they can be removed. Personally, I like them, but it's down to you. They do keep out little fingers if you're worried about little ones poking any of the components. The active speaker has a small display screen at the bottom, and that tells you which input source you're currently using. You have a range of options. You've got 2 line ins, optical in, coaxial in, and Bluetooth, and that uses Bluetooth version 5 with Qualcomm aptX HD decoding. Around the back of the active speaker, you can see all the inputs. So you've got the main speaker output cable. You've then got the coaxial, optical and the 2 line inputs. Cables are included. You've got 2 line input cables and an optical cable, but there was no coaxial cable. You can see the power switches around the back as well, and the 3 dials are there for your volume, treble and bass. The volume button also doubles up as the input selector. You simply press that in. Alternatively, you can use the remote to change the input source, and that can also change the sound profile. You see at the bottom they've got some preset profiles that you can pick, and you can also skip tracks if you're using Bluetooth. I was really enjoying how music sounded on these speakers, so hooked them up to my PC for a spot of gaming, and the deep bass didn't let me down. This game is the Warhammer Space Tactical game, and it sounded fantastic. Nice deep rumbling whenever weapons were being fired, vocals really clear, and the music sounded really good as well. These are fantastic speakers for use with a PC, but they are quite large on the desk, so keep that in mind. Sound quality on these is fantastic. Edifier sound quality tends to be really good, and these are no exception. They have a really nice rich bass, but it doesn't drown out the vocals or the highs, and you can tweak it to your liking around the back using the treble and bass selector. You've got a good range of inputs, and I like the fact that you can use it with Bluetooth, so you can just stream straight from your phone, from Spotify, straight to the speakers. You get a long cable to connect the active speaker to the passive speaker, so it is possible to put these either side of a room, although I'm sure some of you would prefer them to have integrated some sort of wireless system so you didn't have to run this big fat cable between the 2 speakers. As well as excellent sound quality, these offer a great volume. They don't distort at higher levels, and they can quite easily fill my room or even my house if I turn them up a little bit louder. Thanks very much to Edifier for sending me these speakers to check out. I will put a link in the description below. I'll see you on my next video.